base runner. Digging in to try it again. Yoenis Cespedes, man at first after the 2-out walk. He'll start in with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Cespedes takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leap with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
Michael Conforto will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 1-1 the count now.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer. If he puts somebody else on, we'll see if he can find it.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. Stepping in, Jacob Faria. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. This is fought off foul over to the right side. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. 1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Still even at 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2. Here's Jay Bruce now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Pitch popped up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Now in the box, Wilmer Flores. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Flores, a 27-year-old. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
2-1 the count.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
The count now at 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Next up for New York, Robinson Chirinos. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Santana is camped under this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. They're down 4-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Missed with a breaking ball.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And that misses for ball one. No runs, no hits, one error in the game for the Mets thus far. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. A ball and no strikes. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Rosario is off of first with 2 away. Makes his bat as this one's popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, 3 bases.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play. Ready for another shot now. Jacob Faria. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Line towards center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything yet.
Digging in once again, Brian Anderson. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
The 1-1 home. Sent out to straightaway center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. He's got it 1 away. Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. 2-0 count. The pitch. This is skied into short left center. Anderson has a play. And that's the second out of the inning. Digging in now, Jay Bruce. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Jay Bruce.
And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
2-0 the count to Jay Bruce. 2 balls and a strike. And right into the shift. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Standing in, Wilmer Flores. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. Liner towards second. Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out. Stepping up now, Robinson Chirinos. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Hard on the ground towards short. Base hit. And the no-hitter comes to an end here in inning number 8. So these fans will not get to see history here after all, as the no-hit bid ends right here with 1 out in the 8th.
Matty V, so close, but yet so far. You get into the 8th inning, D-Row. You get that first out, and you're starting to think to yourself, this might be the night I finish it off.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you wait until this long, or does it start creeping in around the 6th inning?
It starts creeping in right around the 6th. You look up that, you see zeros on that scoreboard. You know you're doing something special.
Yeah, and from an offensive standpoint, you start.
Carl Edwards Jr. gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.